will ask for a financial statement example. Let me just see here. So it says here the post-adjustment trial balance. And it's asking us to prepare all the closing entries in the general journal. You can start with that, and then we can tackle it from there.
Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't have the register or the question.
Do you not have chats?
I
I
am
don't have the question as well.
The question, can anybody else see the question?
We see the form that you sent, but we don't see the question.
Still not.
Okay, there's it.
Okay, so there's the question. So let's just look at the question. It says the post-adjustment trial balance, and they're asking us to prepare the closing entries for this. For those people that were sat in the 1501 class that we did the closing entries, you should be able to do this now. Okay, I'll give you about 10 minutes and then we can discuss the numbers. Does everybody have a copy of the question? Does everybody know what I want them to do? I just want you to do closing entries. Okay, are you surviving? Let's work through it. So did you guys notice that this was not a pre-trial balance? It was a post-adjustment trial balance. How many people noticed that? Bianca, you noticed it. Your hand is up.
Yes.
No,
Okay. Never noticed. Okay.
no.
Just take note of a pre and a post, no? So, Bianca, so which closing entries did you perform?
I was busy with the profit loss, the capital, and the drawings accounts.
Okay. But in 3.1, they asked us to close off the, let me see here, close off the, prepare the closing in entries in the general journal. So which entries did you close off with? Can you give me one? Anybody else? Is Bachomi yet now in this class? Still not here, just by name. Shana, Nabila, Wendy, what did you close off with? Tukazani?
Aziza,
Zuleika, yes.
would it only be that we alter the trading or no? Because that's only additional information that we're getting.
You will obviously close off your drawings, right? Because it's post adjustment, your capital, and then you will obviously close off your trading accounts.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do it systematically because I think you people have got it missing. Close off drawings for me. I'll give you 2 minutes. And I want you to close off drawings on the piece of paper next to you. And then you tell me what did you do? How did you close it off? You people sure you can't hear background meeting playing here?
We can't hear it.
Aziza, we can't hear anything, but Ubaid in the WhatsApp group is confused
About?
how to get to the class because I sent him the link that was sent in the group, but he's saying he's the only one there.
Wait, let me share this link with him.
If you're able to, please, because I think he's a bit lost and confused now.
But wasn't Ubaid in this morning's class with us? No.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, you weren't there even, but you say he wasn't.
I was there.
Oh, were you there? I didn't see you.
Yes, I was there.
Keeping quiet. Okay. Drawings. What are you guys gonna close drawings off to?
To the capital account.
Yes. Yes. So you now debit your
Capital account.
is my
No,
is my screen
Don't we
being shared?
debit the drawings?
Are you sharing your screen? Because I can't see anything. Oh, there it is now.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Somebody said debit the drawings, somebody said credit the drawings.
I think we debit the drawings. The capital.
What, debit drawings? Is that what you want me to do?
So if I want to try and redeneer it out, so your capital is most credit, so drawings will make it less, so it's going to be on your debit side of
So,
capital.
so you're gonna debit your capital, you're right, yeah.
Okay.
You
When you
credit
close-
cash?
No, you're gonna credit your drawings. Remember I asked you to close the drawings off. Remember cap drawings get closed off to capital in your statement of financial position. Okay, at the end of the financial year. Okay, the next I want you to do is sales. Let me just see here quickly. Not sales. Okay, the next one I want you to do is your settlement discount granted. I want you to close this account off. Sheldon, what is this? Are you a payer, Sheldon? We're doing a financial statement, a post adjustment. Okay, who can close off the settlement discount granted for me? Is there somebody other than Bianca or Tashana?
So you are granting a discount, which means we are giving it to someone. So it's your debtors control or your debtors account. So your settlement granted will be debited and debtors will be credited.
And debtors, credit your debtors. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, Bianca, what do you say?
I think the sales is debited and then the settlement discount is credited. The
Yes.
settlement discount granted is credited.
Remember, sales is a credit and it's in your income statement. So you have to debit your sales now to close off at year end. Remember, I said if you were to get a sale, it would be debit bank, right? Under normal circumstances, maybe 200, credit sales. Which one is my nominal account? Sales. Which one do I close off? Sales. Bank is a permanent account. It will roll over till the next year, and the next year sales has to be closed off. Therefore, we're going to use the sales. So we're going to reverse it by saying debit sales and credit your settlement discount. Discount received. Everybody with me? Yes, no? Yes, no? Okay, I'm assuming you're with me. I want you to close off the sales account now for me. Anybody got the answer, Wendy? Need more time? Yep.
No, I want to try this one, but I've got lots of questions. So
Okay.
I debited sales and I credited income, but
But sales is income, eh? Why do you debit the same thing?
okay,
Sales is income, so why do you debit and credit the same item?
do you,
Okay, and
Yeah,
what
okay.
did you debit for sales
the amount?
of?
So this is where my questions come in because I don't know how to treat the returns or the discounts because they
Yes.
obviously impact the sales figure.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So what did you take?
So I took the 256,400 and then I
Mhm.
was about to subtract or add returns, add and subtract discounts.
Okay, purchase returns, the 245. Or what are you talking about?
Purchase, not purchase returns, sales returns. Sales returns 1338.
Sales returns. Okay. And what about settlement discount granted? Does that not affect sales?
Yes,
Okay.
155. Is it? I can't
No,
read that.
it's 553. I think it's just our eyes that's jumping here.
553.
553.
Yep.
Let me just check something here. Let me just check if there was no other additional information. Okay, I'm just looking for something else quickly. There's more things. Okay. So let's say the 256. Just read the number quickly. 256.
400.
Okay, minus the 553. Okay. So that is our sales, right? And then the purchase returns, we also want to take off. We're going to debit our purchase returns. Okay. Now, because we are closing off to our trading account. What is our
that's right.
trading account equal to? Did they give it to us? We have to calculate it. Or did they give it? Trading account at 30th of June is 13,350. So that is a debit. $13,550. Right. So now automatically we can now close off to our trading account. I'll give you an easy way to remember the trading account also. Yeah, man. Paste. Okay. So your trading account is actually sales less cost of sales. It's a gross profit. Sales less cost of sales equals gross profit. Did you see the format of an income statement already?
Are you asking me or everybody?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm asking you and everybody else. If you look at the
Yes, I did see
okay,
format
so
of
you will
income
see
statement.
sales less cost of sales equals
Yeah.
gross profit. So
Yeah.
gross profit is almost like the trading account. You can think of it as that. You can see your sales. These are your cost of sales, your closing inventory, opening inventory, and then you will get your trading account. I think the next question wants you to do a T account, so you'll see it in that. Any other questions from this, Wendy?
I have a. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, just to say that my confusion lies with knowing contra accounts. So I think that's where I need to focus my revision,
Yes.
identifying the different accounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wendy, but you know that we have a morning class before this class, the 1501 class, where we do basics in that class.
Aziza, I could not for the life of me find the link to that class. I
Didn't
went
we
onto
post
the
it?
Western Cape region. The link you posted was this one, to this class, which I immediately entered into my calendar.
Oh, okay. Did we post the wrong link this morning? Can't be, man. Tokazani, how did you people join? Angelique,
On the WhatsApp group.
from the WhatsApp group. Are you on our WhatsApp group, Wendy?
No, I'm not.
That's probably
No, I
why.
got the email.
Yes, but you will only get an email if you registered for that subject. I don't think Wendy's registered for the subject. Wendy, do you use WhatsApp?
Yes, I do.
Let me just post the link here because our WhatsApp group isn't really very annoying. People are very reserved here. It's not like my other WhatsApp groups. Let me just post. Maybe that's why people don't. Okay, so that's and then maybe you can come to the revision class. It's just basics. We don't really prepare anything or give them a question. We just roll and then we see where the confusion lie and we try to iron it out. I'm still hungry from 8 o'clock this morning. I've eaten already so much. Anyway, Bianca, your question? No, keep that. Leave
I
it on
just
the
want
stove.
to. I just want to ask because we're doing the sales account, right?
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't the sales eventually that the sales is debited and then the trading account is credited, or have we just not done it yet?
Yeah, we did it. Can you see? Can you see?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm thinking of like a total. Okay.
Let's just put the credit here and then you can see.
Okay,
Okay.
so thank you.
Anybody else have questions still?
I just have a question, or maybe I just looked at it wrong. So we included the settlement discount granted, that 553 in our sales. Why did we do it? How do we know that the sales is now for our debtors because we granted discount, or is that just a general rule of thumb?
It's a general rule of thumb because if you gave somebody a settlement discount, it means that
Alright.
you received less money. So you have to reduce it.
Okay, because I thought that amount is in our debtors control account, not in sales.
But sales consist of cash and debtors.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. So that's why we need to include it. Okay, cool
Yes.
stuff. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody
Sorry.
else? Yes.
Just a question. The WhatsApp group, is there another way of accessing it? Because yeah, I don't. WhatsApp is blocked on my computer. So how do I access
Oh.
this from my phone?
From your phone. Is it on your phone?
No,
You don't have WhatsApp on your phone?
I have WhatsApp on my phone, but you've posted the link here in this group chat,
Oh, I see.
which I cannot open because I have a work computer and it's blocked.
It's blocked, yeah. They
Yeah.
blocked all our work computers. Do me a favor. Do you have my number?
I don't.
Oh, Yarina, I don't want to give it on a recording.
Okay, no problem.
When we're done, just
Yeah.
remind me and then you can just send me a hi and then I can send it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Is everybody clear now on why we wrote off our trading account? Our sales to our trading account. Okay.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, why did you debit the trading account as well with that amount? Sorry, I just want to.
I credited. Can you see here? You've got
Okay, but why did you write it as debit, the trading account? Sorry, I'm just, yeah.
I'm debiting the sales.
Okay, okay, sorry.
Remember, like I
because-
said, your sales was a credit, so now I need to debit it.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, now I want you to write off the cost of sales for me, which is sitting here. I can just highlight it. Are we making progress? Wendy, how did you write that exam last week?
I prefer not to discuss it. I'm traumatized.
Okay. But I think that you shouldn't be because we only started really, with the program that day.
Yeah,
like 2 days.
my challenge is when I'm doing the class and when I'm reading and practicing on my own, I get it. The minute I'm faced with the exam, I go blank. And it's only with this subject. All my other subjects, I'm absolutely fine with the exam. I look forward to the exam. But with accounts, I have a mental block. And
What-
I
it's-
don't
it's-
understand.
It's panic. Now tell me something before you do it. Do you just do whole time an example that you know?
No, I'm working through
That's
systematically.
your problem. That's your problem. You shouldn't be like say you're writing tomorrow morning at maybe 9 or 10. You close your books at 10 the night before, right? And if you were struggling with a PPE example that you didn't know, you don't go and touch that PPE example the next day. You start with you eating your brain up with anything that you know that you're good at. And it gives you a lot of confidence and you don't fall apart. That's why you're going blank in the exam.
That's it. I have no confidence with this
Yes.
subject. Yeah.
And it comes from confidence also if you get panic attacks and go blank in the exam. But you need to, the day of the exam, you need to just give yourself false confidence. You know what I'm saying? False confidence can give you confidence when you start just doing something that you know. But if you're gonna do something on the day that you don't know, you're gonna already go into the exam room falling apart. So and confidence comes from knowing your work and when you say that you know your work, Wendy, are you saying you know your work and doing an example in the required time, or do you take a day to do one example?
Oh
Then
no, I
that's-
need time to do the work. It's the exam time is not enough, so that's already a challenge.
No, I'm asking when you practice your example. Did you rework these examples that we did last week in class before the exam?
Yes.
So if you reworked it, did you rework it in under 15 minutes time?
No.
You see, that's a problem. I always say if you can't rework accounting in 15 minutes, you don't know the work. Because then you're going, yeah, this way, that way, you actually don't know it. Then that's why you're gonna struggle in the exam. It's not about knowing the work alone, it's about being able to do it. It's an element of time and speed and knowing your work. I always say we can always do all of us can balance a book out we can take 2 days to balance a book. But you're gonna fail if you do 2 days. It's 10 minutes. But anyway, hopefully it will go better. The rest of the people, you people also had a bad experience, eh? It's not just you, Wendy. I saw in the group.
Wendy, you aren't alone. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay, so cost of sales, are you done writing it off? And that's the reason why I'll tell you every time just 2 or 3 minutes. Because I want you to get faster. Okay, so what are we writing cost of sales off to? What are we writing cost of sales off to? Bianca?
Isn't it your trading inventory account?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Bianca, daar een vorderen gemaakt. Okay, so yes, she's right. Everything here. If you can visualize this statement, sales, less cost of sales, everything that goes in here will go to your trading account. So what does cost of sales comprise of? Let's begin. What is cost of sales comprise of?
Would it comprise of the carriage and purchases?
Yes, how much was that?
Where's this picture? Carriage on purchases is 660.
And is that, am I putting it on the debit side or the credit side? Now we're going to
Like-
test you. Huh?
On the debit side,
Why on the debit side?
because we paid for that.
But we are writing off now. Isn't cost of sales an expense? So when we reverse the expenses, must be on the
It's on the
credit side.
credit side. Yes, yes, yes.
People don't forget this. When we're writing off, it's the opposite that we used to do. And this is a nominal account. Okay, so carriage on purchases, one, thanks for that. What else?
Your opening balance of your inventory,
How much?
13,550.
Why 13,550? We didn't have 13,550 here.
Oh, wait. Trading inventory had a balance of, 2008. That's going to be our opening balance. That 14,000.
Yes, 14,885.
I didn't look at the year. Oops.
Okay, so it's the 14,885. What else? What is the main thing of cost of sales? The main component of cost of sales. Come guys, the main component of cost of sales is what?
Isn't it the
Purchases?
purchases?
Yeah.
Purchases, yes. So what is purchases? Equal
Purchases
to
is 154,880.
154,880. And what about the returns?
So yes, that we would factor in. Do we minus that?
Yes.
Then it's a 245.
Why 245?
Or are we minusing the full sales return amount?
This year, 155. Sorry, the settlement discount. Sorry, I'm talking about
Oh, sorry. Oh
minus
no,
the
I
one.
didn't know that must go in there.
Yes, purchases. If you get a settlement discount, it must reduces your purchase price.
Yes.
Okay, and then you will. What else is another component?
Closing inventory.
Closing inventory. No, 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 no. No, no, no. What about your sales returns? How much is the sales returns?
Sales returns is 1338.
Okay, here we go. Formulas, AutoSum. Okay, so my trading account is going to be 171,608. And we're going to debit my trading account now. Remember, we first credited it because this was a credit. This here is a debit under my nominal account for those people that need some help. What I'm talking about, you can see here. Cost of sales sits here. So it's normally a debit. Now we have to credit. Sales at here. It's normally a credit. So when we close it off, we have to debit it. You're all still on the same. Where's my sheet now? Just mark this. Financial statements. Okay. So because this was an expense, we're going to debit the trading account. Make it make sense? Questions? Zuleika? Any questions?
No questions.
Shauna, you have a question?
Yes. So what would happen if they said we had inventory on hand for the trading account, do we also then take that in consideration, right? So if we have it on hand, we're gonna minus it.
If they gave trading inventory, we're gonna use it here. We use the trading inventory here on hand. top.
Okay. On
And here we
the
use the closing inventory.
the closing. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Now, I would like you to write off the commission. Tokozani, you quiet? Getting worried? Where she left?
I'm all right, thank you.
Okay, now I want you to write off commission. Write it on a piece of paper, think about it, and then we discuss it. Anybody want to go? Take a chance. Oh, did I scare you people? Donna?
Debit. Oh,
Hey? Debit what?
debit commission income and credit profit loss account.
Why are we crediting profit loss?
Because it's an income?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the rental would be the same. We would debit the rental, 3,600. And credit your profit and loss. Okay. Now I want you to write all your expenses off to profit and loss. All your expenses. I'll give you 5 minutes. Be back in 5 minutes. Yeah, people are very quiet in this class. It's only Bianca. What's the matter, Zuleika? Tokazani? Diswa? Wendy?
Confusion. That's all. And it's
Yeah,
not,
that
it's not
commission one.
personal, just confusion.
Okay, now
It's
can I
not
unpause?
personal. I'm
can I-
stressed
how
out
can
for
I-
Monday.
Are you writing Monday? Okay,
Yeah.
we're just gonna revisit this whole thing when we're done. No? Then let me just try to re-explain it to you. Okay, so write off everything to profit and loss. I'll give you 5 minutes to at least try. If you don't know, it's fine. Then I'll show you and then we can just finish off that. Okay, let's just unravel this. You know all the expenses that come after my net profit. You know the expenses in the income statement that comes here? You guys with me? I want us to write them off. So it will be stuff like insurance, what else? Wages, packaging material, water and electricity. What else do we see here?
Depreciation.
Credit losses, yes. So read the numbers to me quickly. So we're going to have to credit all these, right? So it was credit losses. How much was the credit losses?
244.
344.
244.
Oh, 244, sorry. And then
Depreciation.
how much?
15,400.
Okay, and then
Insurance for 2,400.
okay, and then
Packaging materials for 3,300.
and then
Wages for
Yes.
56,775.
And then electricity. How much was
Four-
that?
4,400.
And now obviously we are going to debit my trading account. Sorry, profit and loss with 82,519. Let's just unravel this. Firstly, you need to know your income statement. It will help you, right? So know that an income statement consists of sales less cost of sales equals gross profit minus expenses. Let's just go back to the table. Sales at year minus your cost of sales less all your expenses. Does that make sense? If I make a sale of 100 Rand, my cost of sale is 20 Rand, my gross profit is 80 Rand, and all my expenses, water and electricity, 60 Rand, I have a 20 Rand net profit. Are we on the same page? Right. Sales is a credit on my pay table. Can you see it's a credit here? It will be here. There. Meaning when we close off, because this section, this nominal section here, is a temporary account. We close off. At the end of the day, we take our profit, right? We get sales minus cost of sales equals gross profit minus expenses equals net profit. My net profit goes to my statement of financial position / balance sheet, and that becomes capital for the next year. Okay, everybody with me? Any questions on what I just said now? Okay, so when we write off, just know you're going to reverse it. If you look at this one, sales normally is a credit, but we debit it to get it to nil to write it off, right? And we're writing it off to the trading account because the trading account sits here. This one, anything, you must have these frameworks up. So anything here gets written off to your trading account. Everything here gets written off to profit and loss. Use the same here. These are cost of sales. They are expenses. They are debits. Therefore, to get it to nil, I credit. Write it off to my trading account. Commission and rental, they sit. There's another line here somewhere, other income. Okay, so those are incomes. Hence, it's a credit. If you can see here, I've got something like rental income. It's a credit. Therefore, we're going to debit the rental income. And because it's under my gross profit line in my trading account, I'm going to write it off to profit and loss. Then we have all our expenses that I asked you. And all the expenses was a debit. You can see on my pay table, they are all debits here. So I'm going to credit it now to reverse it to null again and write it off to profit and loss. So now finally my income statement is sitting at null because whatever I had, I wrote off to null and I transferred, and at the profit that I made, I transferred it to my statement of financial position. Any questions? Let me go on around the table. Wendy, is the confusion less?
Somewhat.
Okay. Nabila? Shauna?
I'm good. I was a bit confused initially when they said preparing all the closing entries. I wasn't sure exactly what I should keep in mind, but I feel like now I am more confident to know, okay, what accounts I need to close and all of that. So this definitely helped.
Okay. Tokozani?
Thanks,
Hello.
Aziza. I'm a bit clearer. I just need to go through the framework again.
Yes, yes. Okay, and Zuleika, I'm assuming you're quiet. You're all right.
Yes, I just wanted to know. So if they say do all the closing accounts, they don't mean individually. You basically like group it into one another so
Yes.
that
Like
it's faster to do.
this, like on
Yes,
your
like
line
you did it
items
now
here.
with us.
Yes. Sales,
Okay.
cost of sales, then all your expenses. Here's a line in between this called other income. No?
Yes.
Let me just make it my other income. Income. And then here's expenses. We just make other income another line, another color. Green. Okay. Yeah. So if they give you something like this, just keep this in mind. You will have sales, cost of sales, you write it all off individually like this. Other income, that was your rental and your commission, your expenses, you write off to profit and loss. Just know what you're writing it off to also. Everything in the yellow, trading account. Other income, profit and loss. Expenses, write it off to profit and loss. Now I want you to do a T account for me, and I want you to do a profit and loss account for me.
Sorry, Aziza, just under expenses, you've got X's there.
Yes, it's just for illustration purposes.
It would just be like all the wording that must go there.
Yeah, like your credit losses and all these words here that I put in. Okay, rather do a trading account for me first, a T account with a trading account.
Aziza, is this class to help us too? Okay.
Why? Need to go.
No, because I thought it's going to end now because you're telling us we must do the T accounts.
Oh, okay, so I want you to do a trading account now, a T account for the trading account. Do you want me to, do you want me to, I did schedule something for tonight if you want a discussion class. Do you want me to give you some work to do and I don't know what your schedule is like and then book up tonight again? I won't tell exactly what time. So that you work on your own as well.
Please, I'll do
Yes,
that.
that would be awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, then I'll do that. I'll give you some work and then tonight we hook up and then you come back. Did you happen to get the trading account? The T account. It was actually as easy as eating pie. I get the feeling it wasn't as easy as eating pie. Okay. So my trading account, once again, we said it was sales less cost of sales. Okay. So here we had our sales of 255. We had our closing inventory and our 1330 and our 133550. So we had 269,000. As easy as eating pie. I think you people maybe, what was it, 269? Just give it to me again, 269?
642.
642. Okay, and on my other side, it was
Cost
my,
of sales
yes,
171608.
17.
1608. Or is it wrong?
Well, it must obviously also equal 269. So it was the 14,885. It was the 154. Wait, wait, Claire.
725.
Wait, it was the 171. 608. Okay, then if we close off here, what do you get?
Uh, 98034.
98. Now you see, I think you people are missing it. You're missing the actual concepts of understanding it, because when I told you do a trading account, it should have been quick fast, because but you didn't do it quick fast. All the information was already done. And here I've explained it's sales minus cost of sales is trading account. So somewhere here it should have just been inputting, but in terms of what is your trading account, maybe you don't know that. So on this side it's sales and the side is expenses, and here it will be your profit or loss, your gross profit. With me. So the profit and loss account, you will do that for homework for this evening. And then we're going to do another example now.
Aziza, what time is the class tonight?
Oh man, I haven't. What time do you guys want to have the class? What time do you want to have the class?
I don't know. You must
6 p.m.?
tell us.
Whichever time suits you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to first sleep, no? Because I've been working since 8 o'clock this morning. Otherwise, I'm going to be very miserable with you. I'm going to start screaming at you. I'm going to sleep first, and then probably about, I normally have the classes like at about from 6 o'clock side.
They can work.
I normally have 6 o'clock side, yeah. But I posted on WhatsApp. The link is a different link to this, and it's my link.
Okay.
It's my link. So Wendy, just send me a hi afterwards, don't forget. Just see. Quickly. Let me get you another example. I have to also consider I've got another class also. So it will be between 5 5, 6 side till about 9, 9:30 side. But I'll give you guys homework. I won't forget about you. I'll post the link. But like I said, I just need a nap because otherwise tonight I'm going to be talking gibberish again. Okay, so there's a question. Okay, so take 5 minutes and just read through that whole question. One 1.1, I want you to do that. During 2020, Morgan traders purchased goods, calculate the total cost that must be taken into account. I'll give you all 5 minutes.
Aziza, please, could you move the page across?
What do you mean across?
I am missing the, yeah, thank you.
Does this names also appear by your side over the work? Over the examples? With people's faces on it? No? Okay.
No.
It's most nerve-wracking, yo. Okay, are you done? Can you give me a number?
Would it be 6,580?
Another number? Anybody else? Wendy? Aisha?
I have 580.
Anybody else?
Can I change my answer
Yes.
to 3,080?
Okay. So Kazani, what do you have? Wendy, you got an answer?
4,580.
So Kazani, you got an answer?
Oh, wait, I want to change mine. 1080.
1080. Julle almal is sommer verkeerd. During January, Morgan dealers purchased goods to the value of 6,000, 1/3 of which was sold in January for 3.5. Calculate the cost to be taken into account against January's income. So remember, there's something like the matching principle. If you accrue income in that period, then the cost must also be for that period. So they're saying 1/3 of which was sold. So 6,000 divided by 3, which is 2,000.
Oh,
And then the what was the other? So electricity, 500. I think it's actually swapped around 80. En julle was almal sommer hopeloos verkeerd. You see, Wendy, you're not alone.
I don't know what just happened.
What?
I got the 2,000. I just added wrong. Yeah, I see where I went wrong. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. As long as we just learn. 1.2, I want you to do 1.2. Calculate the gross profit percentage on sales for the year 28th February. I'll give you about 10 minutes.
Aziza, for it says carriage on sales.
Mhm.
Is there a reason that is deliberately that word? Oh,
That's for you to tell me in exams now.
okay.
Sakala maduma yabo ngineklasi I didn't even know ngineklasi.
Please mute yourself.
Do we have a number already, or must I give you more time for the number? It doesn't look like people are winning the lotto easily here.
I have a number.
Who's this?
Bianca.
What's your number?
35%.
Okay, we got a 35. When did you have a number?
I have 25.26.
Okay. There's another person that has a number.
I got 33.33%.
Okay. Anybody else have a number? Okay. Let's look at it. So what did you take? Where's my friend Zuleika? Zuleika.
She is here.
Okay, what did Zuleika do?
Suleika is a bit confused
Why?
with. I'm confused with the carriage on sales, and I'm confused with the inventory on hand.
What is carriage on sales?
Would that be like the delivery of the sales?
Yes, exactly. Where does that lay on your sheet that I showed you earlier?
It's part of the cost of sales.
No, it's not.
So it's part of the carry. It's part of the sales because of
That
the
is
word.
like courier fees. So carriage on sales is courier fees.
Okay, and then for the inventory on hand, like
What
I
is the
know,
formula?
like I know anything on hand is an asset, but I'm not sure if this must be added or subtracted.
What is the formula for cost of sales?
The formula for cost of sales is carriage on purchases, opening, inventory, purchases, returns, and closing.
Yes. That is the
But
formula.
okay, so for closing, it's still a minus.
Right. Sales was 300K.
Yes,
Okay. Opening was
25.
Okay. And then we had some.
Purchases was 275.
And then what about the returns?
It's minus 50,000. Plus,
So
plus,
what is-
plus, sorry, plus, plus. We're adding it
Why
back to us.
plus if you're returning the goods?
So are we adding it back to us?
No?
Oh, no, purchase, what we bought, yes, then it's minus, sorry.
Yes. And then
And
your
then
what else?
we add customs duties.
And then your
we-
closing.
Yeah.
And your closing was how much? 55,000.
55,000. We minus that.
Yes. People, when you do this calculation, you do it like this. This one you move here so that you don't get confused. Otherwise, you're gonna start doing it all wrong.
Aziza, for your purchases, did you just minus the 50,000 from the top amount?
Yes. Yeah, you can see I put it in here.
Okay, can I do it like as two separate lines?
You want to do 25,000, you want to do 275,000,
Yes.
you want to do
Do
50,000.
Can I do that?
I don't think so. It's not the same. Let me just check quickly. You see, it's not the same. You're not getting the same answer. Because now you're adding it if you do that.
No, I'm asking like, can I put that as a minus in a
Oh,
line
yeah,
of its
yes,
own?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's it right. Okay, so that is 200,000. So obviously my gross profit is 100,000. And then to get your gross profit on sales, easy, you take 100,000 divided by your sales. And it's 33%.
So we don't do anything with carriage on sales.
Carriage on sales comes here at the bottom. They ask for a net profit statement. So they ask for a full.
Okay.
What is the net profit? Right, then that one 5,000 would be. It's not part of your cost of sales. You don't need to deliver sales. If they said carriage on purchases, yes.
Yes.
Right, so it would have been reflected here. Okay, we're winning. We are winning.
Yes, we're winning.
Okay, let's do number 1.3. Yes, Wendy?
Sorry, it's a question not related to this. Are you able to defer the subject at this stage in the game?
You can defer, but I wouldn't suggest you to defer it. Because we have got a lot of revision still available. And I can tell you now, counting only makes sense at the end. The counting sometimes just makes sense the day you write it.
I'm just worried that I'm failing all of the assessments, that by the time the final exam comes, what am I going to be?
When is the latest date to defer? I think that you guys don't defer. Because I'm not sure. I'll talk to you later also about programs, but deferring is not an option. What are you gonna do next semester? Don't defer. If it's a finances that's very bad and you really can't afford to fail, like none of us can afford to fail, but if a failing is gonna break the bank, then defer. But I wouldn't suggest you to defer. Because you will defer, you will continue deferring and you'll never get done. I think you will just hold on, because I think you're taking it too. Remember, we never had structured classes. I think your classes were all over the place, maybe.
No, it's that they took an hour and they go through one whole unit and then they're done.
Yeah, it's not really practicing questions. Like
They
this
just
really
go through
helped
the
me.
theory or the
Yeah.
information like this is that, that's that. Okay, bye, done.
But that's why I say, Wendy, don't give up, because we really we can make progress with this right now. Don't defer it right now.
Is it a good thing that I don't know what is defer?
Defer, she wants to write it next semester.
Okay, then I feel like Wendy feel.
Don't defer. And
Because
like
me
I
and Wendy,
say,
I think we're swimming in the same boat.
Aziza, it's only the time. It's having the time to do this because at the moment that's what I'm struggling with.
okay, maybe Wendy can defer because Wendy mentioned earlier that she has two sick parents, so that could be reason to defer.
And a full-time job.
And a full-time job. But Zuleika, you sound young enough.
I settled at home.
Sit older at home. Let's just slap her. Isn't there a slap on the is there an emoticon that can slap her? Petrus Jacobus Jordan. It's with the Invigilator app. It's not open book. This is an open book. It's closed book. Open book, our days are gone. So if you get 3% for assessment 4 on Monday, but 84% for assessment 5, they'll take assessment 5's mark and disregard 4.
Yes.
So are you
So there's
writing?
hope for me.
Yeah.
Even
I
I
don't
failed
think
all the other assessments.
I don't think you should give up or defer. The deferring is never good. But understanding Wendy's case, she has parents, and that
Yes, that's
obviously
what I'm
takes a lot of
saying.
time.
Is there
So
hope for
maybe
me?
she could. But deferring is never good. It just delays. Rukaya Jane Smith. Rukaya, weren't you with me before? I remember your name sometime.
Aziza, this if 1502 is
Mhm.
this like second year?
No, man, you see, you guys, 1502, you guys had a good or acceptable maths mark. So you go straight into the 1502 program. But if you're on 1501, it means that your maths mark wasn't good enough. So they accepted you into that program like a bridging. That's why you can see this. But I do think that you guys are at a disadvantage if you didn't do accounting
So
before.
if I did, so like I did financial accounting 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Am I
Oh,
even supposed
yes.
to be here?
No, but it's too late now. It's too
So
late now. You might as well just register. You should have applied for credits long time ago already.
so I know this is not the way to look at it, but if I fail this and I do my application process for my credits,
And they might not give it to you also. Where did you study? Where did you do it at CPUT?
yes,
Yeah, you'll get,
I
I
did
think
a
you'll,
national diploma
oh, okay, we'll get
in
15 of,
accounting.
I don't know. It depends also what year you done it. I can't say, but I know 1502 people, some got for 1502, but it's so late already.
Because I know it's only tax and another subject that it expires. But they never said
Yes.
anything about financial accounting.
Mm.
Okay,
Those
but
are
it's fine.
left.
I'll still just write and everything like normal, and then I'll just apply when the
Yeah,
second semester
the
comes.
credit process is a long process up and down. You've already paid. You might as well just write.
Yes, that's something I'm gonna just finish the semester as per normal, and then I'll just apply after the second semester, when semester 2 open, and then I'll start the process.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. The following information was taken from the accounting records of Midway Traders at 31 March before any adjustments or closing entries had been made. Debtors allowance for credit losses written off. Additional information and amount of 500 Rand must still be written off as irrecoverable. The allowance for credit losses must be maintained at 5%. Calculate the amount to be disclosed as credit losses in the statement of comprehensive income of Midway Traders for the year. Give you 5 minutes to do that. Zuleika, but you shouldn't be struggling. Didn't you do this at CPUT?
I did this about 5 years ago.
That's not long.
It's
I did this.
low.
I had to teach a subject this morning that I've never done. I did it 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
But when I was at university, I was young and dumb. I was there because I was forced to be there, not because I wanted to be there. I'm here because I want to be here.
Okay. Okay, let's do that one. You've got 5 minutes.
Aziza, you are muted on my side.
Yes or no? Are you done?
No.
Oh, so let's do it. Calculate the amount to be disclosed as credit losses. What was the credit losses? There was amount written off during the year and a further additional.
600.
And what about the 500?
You added, yes.
Okay. Then we need to just calculate the increase or decrease in allowance of debtors. So what was my debtors valued at?
18,000.
Yep. And then we have to obviously subtract the 500 from the, it must still be written off, right? So then that will give us 17,500. If you take 5%, they're saying it's 5%. So 17,500 times your 5 percent,
875.
875, right? So we started off at the beginning of the year with 875, sorry, with 1,000, and at the end of the year it was 875. So we have to decrease it by, what's the difference? 125.
125.
So we are going to record this at 975 in my statement of comprehensive income. And Bob's your uncle. Stop recording. Bob's your uncle.